Oh, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Kimbo Pickles back out here on the road again. On the road again. So, before we get this party started, I'm gonna tell y'all to pull up your pants off below your fucking ass cheeks. Pull up your pants, put that belt on, and get ready for a nice little ride, guys, because I'm fixing to go off on a tangent rant. Oh, people get triggered, man, when you say pull your damn pants up. People get triggered. I find it funny because I wasn't just talking about black people, all right? The last video, I wasn't just talking about black people, okay? There's plenty of white people out there that do the same damn thing. And I don't care who you are, what walk of life you're from, what color you are, what race you are, what color you are, creed, whatever. Does not matter, okay? I'm not the kind of guy that's going to let you get in my truck with your pants down below your butt cheeks. I'm just not going to do it. So let's get that out there right now, so all of you know that that's what I meant by that, okay? So it's not a race thing. It's not, because like I said, there's plenty of people out there who do it. I don't want it in my truck. So that would be one of my guidelines. But now that I put it out there, I'm not going to be training anybody. I've already made that decision, and the decision is made, and it's a done deal, okay? So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Anyways, if you haven't done so already, hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys coming out and watching the channel. Oh, boys. Okay, so today, the day started off pretty rough. Last night, I got a load, headed down, it was a live load. Supposed to head down today to pick it up between 7 and 3 p.m. So I get up and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna leave, because I'm gonna get up at 6. I'm gonna leave at about 7:30 or somewhere around there, you know, give me some coffee, whatever in me, and I'm gonna get on down the road, right? Nope. Woke up this morning to a brand new load on me. One that was supposed to pick up before 9 a.m., which I picked it up before 9 a.m. And it was a dropping hook. So went and picked it up. It was at Home Depot there in Atlanta. I drove the 27 miles down to pick it up, and then I had to drive all the way over to McAllen, Alabama to drop that load at the other Home Depot distribution center out there. Guys, I don't know what time I got there, but I'm going to tell you something right now. These places, Walmarts and Home Depots and Tractor Supply and everything, they want to give you, they either A, are holding on to all the good trailers, and they want to give you the shitty trailers, which basically that's what it boils down to. So I go in here with a loaded trailer. I go deliver the loaded trailer, okay? And if you deliver a load, you should be able to pick up an empty on the way back out. That's how it's supposed to work. Some of these places, they don't want to get rid of an empty. They don't want to give you an empty because they're storing all these trailers there for two reasons. One, if they've got dedicated drivers that come in to get these trailers, these brand new trailers. Now I've got a TA 228039 trailer. Okay, I've got a 22 trailer, which means either a 22 or a 23 trailer, and they were going to keep that trailer for their dedicated drivers. Now, when I went back there, the guy said they're all the way in the back, I can choose from any empty trailer that I want. This is the guard now. And I said, okay. I said, so he said, as long as the door's open and it's empty, you can take it. I said, okay. So I get back there and I look for a trailer, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm doing a live load on this next load, this next run, so I may as well go ahead and get a newer trailer. So I go find a good trailer, and it's a good trailer. Okay, I head to the gate. Guard comes back out of the gate and he says, you can't take this trailer. He said it's on their some kind of list or whatever. I was like, I don't care what kind of list it's on. It's a Schneider trailer. I'm a Schneider driver. I'm taking this trailer. And I said, I don't have time to go back there and look for another trailer. That would have put another 30 to 45 minutes onto my clock. And I was like, so if there's any way that I can go talk to somebody to try to get this resolved, because I need this trailer. So I back up, turn around, go over to the office, that's the closest office, right? And the guy was, the lady, when I went in there, there wasn't anybody to be seen. I didn't see her, right? So I'm like, I'm looking around, I see a head kind of sticking up just a little bit, like the top of their head. So I knock on the windowsill. Lady comes to the window, and I said, ma'am, I said, I need to get this trailer released so that I can take it. And she goes, we don't do that here. I was like, okay. I was like, hold on a minute. So you're telling me, and this is exactly how I put it. So you're telling me that I can't take this trailer. It's an empty trailer, but because you guys use them for your dedicated drivers, I can't take this trailer? I was like, you guys have over 200 trailers back there that are either empty or loaded. I said probably more like 200 empties just in this parking area alone. And she's like, I don't care, you can't take that trailer. I'm like, I'm taking this trailer. That's exactly how I'm taking this trailer. One way or the other, I'm taking this trailer. And she kept running her mouth and yapping, saying I couldn't take the trailer and all this other stuff. And just as the guard, I was getting ready to say something to her that I knew I was probably going to regret later on. But I'm telling you right now, I was not in the mood for the ignorance. I already had a pissed off morning because of having to go pick up the load and then take it over to McCalla, and it kind of messed me up a little bit because I had a plan for him, and I had to change my plan on the fly. I don't like doing that shit. I don't like doing that crap. So I was like, all right. And as soon as the guard walked in, he says, oh, you're good to go, man. And I looked back at her and I just went like that, and I walked out. And I said, yeah, I don't have time for this crap. And I walked onto the truck, pulled the trailer over there, and they let me out. So I'm telling you guys, man, this crap, I don't know, it really, really pisses me off that, I got to deal with that shit. Then on top of that, I get to the next shipper. I get there at, what time did I get there? Let's see. I got there almost 2, it was like 1:47, almost 2 o'clock. I got there at 1:47 Central Time, right? Almost 2 o'clock Central Time. The appointment ended at 3, but I got there, I think the appointment ended at 3, yeah. So the appointment ended at 3, and I was able to get there. I was able to get a dock door, but by the time that, by the time that I left, I had 2 hours and 46 minutes left on my clock. And I didn't even get loaded. Because the lady flat out said, and she was very, very honest with me about it. She said, you know what? She said, you're probably not going to get loaded tonight. And I said, what do you mean probably? She says, more likely you're not going to get loaded tonight. I said, okay. I said, well, let me just go check my clock and see how much time I have left on my clock. I said, then we'll make a decision from there. So I go back to the truck. I look at my time, 2 hours and 47 minutes left on my clock. So 2:47, 2:46, 2:47, somewhere around there. I go back inside and I said, if you can get me loaded within the next hour, I said, that'll be fine. She said, well, it's not going to happen tonight. I said, okay. I said, what we're going to end up doing, I said, I'm going to go and find a parking space somewhere, a parking place somewhere. I'm going to sit for the night. I'm going to do my 10-hour break, and then I'm going to come back over here. She said, okay. I said, okay. So that's exactly what I did, right? Well, I left there. Come over here to Tuscaloosa, which is not very far from where I was at, probably about 20 miles. Because this is the only closest place that I could find that actually had a parking space that I could fit into. And so yeah, that's where I'm sitting now. But I had to call Schneider and let them know, the overnight people, to let them know this is what happened. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. I told them that, you know, I could go back in the morning and pick up the load if that's feasible. I mean, I'll check it in the morning when I get up, but I'm going to try to be over there by 6. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I'm going to try to be over there by 6. I don't even know what time I shut down, because it's like, what time is it right now? Close all this out. It's 7:34 right now. I don't have to go to bed till about 9. Got 9, get up at 5. So I'll try to make it over there before 6, around 6, and be there so that they can, you know, I can get in there and get loaded. Man, I swear to God. But anyways, all right. So there's that. It's crazy, guys. It really is crazy. Like the things that we go through out here on the road, and I know this ain't the worst stuff that's ever happened. There's been some pretty bad stuff that's happened to me, but it's ridiculous stuff like this that slows us down and forces us to not, you know, be able to get the miles in that we need for the week. On top of all that, it was 104 degrees. Well, it said 106 on the dash. You really think that I'm gonna? Oh, that's another thing too. So, they had this little building right beside the place where you check in at on this last shipper, right? So they got this little place that you check into there, and it's got an AC up there in the top of the little building area, right? But you can't sit in your truck and stay cool while they're supposed to be loading the truck, right? But they got this place where you can sit. They got they got 3 benches in there, one over next to the AC and 2 on the other outside area there. You can sit there, bring some drinks in or whatever, and but I mean, it's like what the hell? It's like it's freaking hot as hell outside, and you expect to sit in a metal tin box? Make it make sense, right? Like, just disconnect the airlines. That's all you gotta do, just disconnect the airlines. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Oh, make it make sense, guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. Make it make sense. I'm tired. It's been a long day. A really long day. Oh, on top of that, I wanted to show you guys some of the storage stuff that I got kind of going on here. So you guys may have noticed that I've got storage stuff. I got some storage stuff up here. I took the mattress and kind of like rolled it up and put a bungee cord around it. I've still got my bed and stuff down here. Got my clothes and all that stuff down here on this side over here. Pillows and all that stuff. All right, but I actually did something. I went to Walmart and got a 3-drawer system from up here. This has got my energy bars and stuff like that in it. This has got my medication in it down here that I need, like Tylenol and stuff like that. I got some storage up here for my gloves and my sandwich bags and things like that. And then over here, go ahead and move this out of the way real quick. This is where I keep my cereal, my creamer. I got some stuff to season some of my chicken stuff with. I got my silverware there. I got my cups and my coffee and my sugar here. All right. Still got my bucket right there. I got a cooler there, and I got a cooler down here. I got some peanuts, big old bag of peanuts right there. And then I got my monsters, my zero sugar monsters. Got a gallon of water there. Got some cashews right there. Let's see. But I mean, just a few storage ideas. I got some lollipops up here, or not lollipops, but Tootsie Roll Pops, and some gum and stuff like that. But yeah, so I've got a few ideas, a few more ideas of what I'm going to try to do since I'm not going to be training. And one of the ideas is take that damn mattress and put it down under this one. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm willing to try it at some point. All right. But anyways, so I guess what I'm going to end up doing is I'll be going back home at the end of the month. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to make between now and then. Try to make as much as I can. Since I'm going to be back on an actual schedule. Yeah, since I'm actually going to be back on a schedule, then I should be able to get some good miles in. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh God, excuse me, freaking tired. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here for the night. I hope you guys do enjoy these videos. Like I said, guys, I'm the moderator of my channel. I'm the director of my channel. I'm the director, the producer, I'm gonna call myself an actor, entertainment specialist, if you want to call me that. I do everything for this channel. It's not a source of income, but I mean, It's something that I do in my spare time. And I do apologize for, not posting as many videos as I probably should have. Or not posting any at all in the past month. But like I said, I had my son out here on the road with me, and I wasn't going to worry about videos and all that other stuff because I had other things that I needed to do in order to, prepare him on his adventure to get out on the road. So I was trying to concentrate, all my focus is on him and trying to make a little bit of money, and that's all I had time for. So I do apologize, but like I said, it is what it is. Now that kind of stuff right there, I'll apologize for. But me saying I'm not going to apologize for me telling y'all to pull your damn pants up, I'm not going to do it. And another thing, somebody put up there, and this has been like a year or so ago when I posted that little short of somebody cleaning out the back of their trailer. Guys, you gotta make fun of who you can make fun of when you can make fun of them. Alright? Nothing personal, but when I see somebody spraying out their damn truck, and who knows what's in the back of that thing, or the back of their trailer, who knows what's in the back of it, they could be, splashing out asbestos or something on the ground. People, the wind's blowing, people can breathe that crap in. You don't want to breathe asbestos in, right? And he was breathing it too, probably. If it was that, I don't know if it was asbestos, but I don't know what it was. But you just don't spray shit like that on the ground. Now, plastic, glass, metal, anything that doesn't biodegrade, sure, I'll pick it up, I'll put it in a trash bag, and I'll put it aside. Big pieces of wood, big old sheets of paper, those airbags, anything like that, I'll ask the people who, where I'm at, I'll say, hey, look, do you guys have a dumpster I can throw this in? 9 times out of 10, they'll say, yes, we have a dumpster that you can throw this stuff in. It's over there. And I'll back the trailer up over there and I'll empty it out. If it's small stuff, like small pieces of paper and things like that, that I know that's going to, wash away, it's fine. I understand that. But you never know, like in a rest area, you don't want to do that in a rest area. Like, why would you do that in a rest area? Do that at the receiver. If you're picking up an empty trailer at a receiver, do that there. Don't do it in a rest area. It's a public space. Don't be throwing your crap out on the road in a public space and then shoving it off in the grass like nobody's going to see it. It's the same way with trash bags full of shit and piss bottles. Nobody wants to see that crap. Nobody wants to see it laying on the ground. Matter of fact, that same day that I saw that dude over there, over in that damn rest area doing that, there was a guy over here on my right side that threw his trash bag out on the ground, and I noticed it, and I rolled down my window and kind of thumped on his damn mirror, and I said, hey, are you gonna pick that up? He's like, oh yeah, I just forgot about it. I saw you dump it on the ground not even 5 minutes earlier. And he said, oh, I forgot about it. Bullshit. There's a fucking trash bag right there. Go take your ass out that damn truck and go throw it away. It's that damn simple. I get so sick of people like that. They use the damn rest areas and stuff. And this is the reason why we can't park in rest areas. It's because of people like that. And people like that guy that commented on my video. Because those are the people right there that say, oh, I'll pick it up later. And then they don't pick it up. They don't forget about it. They just too lazy to get the fucking out of the damn truck to go pick it up and throw it in the garbage 5 feet away. I see it all the time at truck stops, rest areas, even way stations. For God's sakes, a fucking way station. Pick your shit up and take it to the damn dumpster. Or trash bin or whatever. If it's full, if the trash bin's full, find one that's a little bit less empty, or just sit it down in a trash bag beside the damn beside the trash can. It's that simple. If you made it this far into the video, hit the like button and subscribe button. Hope you guys do enjoy these. I know it's a freaking rant, guys. I swear to God, I'm gonna try to get off these damn rants. There's not much else I can do. Schneider's kind of got my hands tied with recording. I haven't been able to talk to safety yet about this to see if I can like record while I'm going down the road, or record myself as I'm going down the road, or I mean, I know I can put a camera up in the window, but as far as talking to the camera and interacting with the camera, physically I can't. I know physically I'm not supposed to touch the camera, but if I'm talking, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because you know us truck drivers, we talk to ourselves all day anyways, because we ain't got nobody over here in the damn passenger seat to talk to. So we talk to ourselves, or amongst ourselves, right? But anyways. Oh, all right. Good morning, everybody. So it is officially the 8th of July. I'm sitting here at the same shipper that I was at last night, and I'm looking. Let me hold up. Let me get rid of all these. I don't know why they do that. All right, so submit. Okay, anyways, so basically I didn't get loaded last night.
Unknown caller.
Now, hold on a second. All right, so so 10. They haven't got me loaded by 10, or starting loaded by 10. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and roll these windows up here real quick. I'm gonna walk in here real quick. I don't even know what I was talking about before, guys. But anyway, so I was here last night for this load, and they didn't get me loaded. So customer service, I mean, yeah, you can push customer service all you want. It ain't going to do any good to push customer service. It's really not going to do any good to push them, because this is the first come, first serve area. And if they catch you in the truck, which I think there's a guy in the truck, they're going to tell you to leave. Guy thinks he's special or something. Like, really? All right, good morning, everybody. I'm gonna make me a little bit of coffee here. Whew, man, that was it's kind of rough night there. I was I don't think I got as much sleep as I probably should have. I don't know. I'm not tired or anything, but I still feel drained. Kind of waking up here, and it's been, I don't know, it's just been one of those days already this morning. Get my coffee and creamer out here, my creamer and sugar. Sorry. But yeah, it's been one of those mornings already. We're gonna head up here to excuse me. We're gonna head up here to the Wilco Travel Plaza. I can't speak. The Wilco Travel Plaza. At the Pilot. We're gonna get fuel there, and then we're gonna head on up to York, PA. They're gonna drop this load, and it's only 412 miles. So I got another load I got to pick up in the morning, and yeah, so they're trying to get me miles, and I told them that's what I wanted, so I'll try to get as many miles as I can in this week, because it was a rough start. It really was. I didn't think I was going to be able to I didn't think the miles were actually going to come because of the way it was set up, but I think we're going to be okay. Because miles is where it's at. Because we are a mileage-based company. So if I don't get the miles, I don't get the pay. Pay ain't that good anyways, but I mean, as long as I'm getting something, it's fine. Alright. Let me go ahead and put that sugar back in here. So I've got 288 miles to fill up, and then yeah, 288 miles to fill up. What was I doing? Oh yeah, 288 miles to fill up, and then after I fill up, it's just a short little run up to the next stop, so, or to the drop. So we'll go ahead and get that done, get that pushed out. It's currently 5:22 in the morning, so 5:20 in the morning. So yeah, we'll get this load pushed out and dropped. Pick up the next load, and we'll see how it plays out from here, or from there. Man. But anyways, alright. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out this pre-trip. And I'll see you guys when we get stopped at in York, PA. Alright. Alright guys. So I've done a pre-trip this morning. Went ahead and did the pre-trip. It's currently a little after 3 in the morning, and I got to run down here and grab this load. We're going to Lansing, Michigan. So the load picks up over here in Mechanicsburg, PA, and we're going to Lansing, Michigan. So I kind of got the truck idling right now so that I can get this air pressure to build up. It holds air pressure pretty good, the truck does, but I like to check to make sure my air dryer and everything's working. And the reason I'm up as early as I am, sorry about that. The reason that I'm up as early as I am is so that I can do this. They got I've got excuse me. I've got a class I've got to do here real quick. What's the odometer at? 87966, 87966. Alright. Trailing unit. We got TA. Let me turn my 177853. 177853. Alright, there's that. Now I gotta go in here and I gotta find out how to do these damn classes. Alright. Hopefully I'll be able to go now. Alright, and we're going to Lansing, Michigan, right? That's where we're going. PA 177853. That's the empty trailer. I'm going to Lansing, Michigan. And the truck's fixing to shut off. Okay. They don't have a loaded trailer yet. I didn't see anything for a loaded trailer. That's okay. Alright. Let me go ahead and get off here, and I'll see you guys over at the shipper. Alright guys. So I get to the shipper this morning at about, I want to say about 4:30, and end up doing a pre-trip on the trailer, right? And this is why you do proper pre-trips and post-trips. Let me show you. So you see my warning triangles out there? Alright, so I pulled off the property because I don't like sitting on the property and have the people come out and actually do. No, hold on. Let me go back around over here real quick. Alright, so check this out, right? Let me go grab my flashlight, because y'all gonna need to see this. Now I don't know if the yard jockey did this, and it really doesn't bother me that much if they did, because I don't have to worry about it. But if one of y'all knuckleheads did this shit and decided not to say nothing about it, then we got problems. Alright, so these tires right here are good. Well, for the most part anyways. But look at this. Okay, so it's flat, right? This one's flat. Right there, you can see it's got a chunk missing out of that one. And then right down here, right there. See that right there? You guys can barely see it. Sit. Looks like it's getting ready to blow out, right? Ugh. Oh my goodness. But when you've got a situation like that, you don't want to move the trailer very far. You want to call Schneider Emergency Maintenance and be like, hey, get somebody out here with some new tires. These don't look too bad. And the other ones don't look too bad. But that right there, that ain't gonna work. So I got a hold of Schneider Emergency Maintenance this morning. And I've already got a text message back letting me know that tech should be on site within 2 hours. That's actually pretty quick, because typically I gotta wait about 3 or 4 hours before they actually get on site. So yeah, it's a little ridiculous. But anyways, so now I'm sitting here and I'm a little warm. So I got my fan running. And yeah, I'm gonna wait for old boy to get here, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit as soon as they're fixed. Okay, so mechanic's been on site for about, I'd say about an hour. He's about done. Oh, shoot me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's about done, so hopefully we get rolling here in a little bit. I sent my driver leader a message to let her know that everything was all good. And that he was already on site and ready to work. I don't know what he's doing back there. He's getting ready to, he was supposed to be getting ready to torque the lugs down, but he hadn't even started yet on torquing them. Alright, he's doing it. Perfect. Oh, shit. I offered him some cold water. He didn't want it. Sorry, though. Oh. Let's see here. I gotta put some more sodas in here. Cold soda there. Actually, what I'm going to end up doing is putting 2 of them in my cup. Alright. Those are good there. Man, I'm going to have to... Yeah, that ain't good. I'm going to have to clean that up. I got to do some cleaning in the truck because it's getting dirty in here. Back here. Anyways. Ugh. All right. Let's go. All right, man. I appreciate you.
Yep, take care. Be safe.
You too, brother. All right. Let's go grab the warning triangles and put them back. Oh, let me do this real quick. Pop that open. Let me move the seat back. There we go. All right. All right. Let's go grab these warning triangles, shall we? Walk all the way down to the far side. Yeah, this ain't a bad little road here. I'm going to put my one thing on though to keep the camera from shaking. Oh, excuse me. All right. Whew. Hold up. Hold up. Trying to figure out why it fucking stinks so damn bad out here. I guess it smells pretty bad. Like, really freaking bad. All right. Let me set the camera right there for just a minute. Boy, people just don't pay attention. Like they really just don't pay attention around these places. They don't care about nobody but themselves. And it shows. Like it really does show. Nobody's safety. All right. Got my warning triangles back in there. Ugh. Let's go and close that up. All right. Okay. All right, so, man, I better not have any more Hermans in here. When I say Hermans, I mean flies. Because I got the window open right now. Let me, what's this shit going on? All right. Okay. Done. I'll turn this off. Put it back here. Alright, so let me put my camera gear and stuff away. And guys, I will see you when I stop for the night, because there's not really a whole lot that I can do between, except for drive. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so oh man, and I'm sitting here waiting on a text message. I just got up here a little bit ago. I got here early, just in case anybody's wondering. I got here at 5:09. The appointment's at 6. I got here an hour early. All right. But now, after I checked in, I had to so I checked in. So now I'm just waiting on a text message for a dock door. So I hate places like this. I really do. And the main reason I don't like places like this, because you gotta have MC number, your DOT number. You gotta have your phone with you. You gotta have your license with you. I mean, give me a break. You gotta have everything with you, because if you don't, and you go up there, you gotta come all the way back to your truck, go back up there, come back to your truck, go up there, come back to your truck, go up there, come back to your truck. It gets old after a while. And then when they're done unloading you, they send you another text message letting you know you're unloaded. But they send you your paperwork and stuff. They actually send you a copy of your paperwork via text. So actually uploading it to Schneider is a pain in the ass. But anyways, oh, shoo-wee. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now, just sitting here waiting. That's all it is, a waiting game now. I'm hoping I got enough time left on my clock to get to where I need to go today. Oh, here we go. It says okay. All right. Let me move over to the dock and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm in the dock. Ugh. So now I'm thinking I may, later today or tomorrow, I may end up making, probably tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be Saturday. So more than likely tomorrow I'll be making egg sandwiches. Egg sandwiches. And I gotta get rid of this later. But I figured I'd watch some Netflix or something while I was sitting here, and probably make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and yeah. Yeah, we should be good. We'll get done with this load and head down to the next one, and then we'll end our week. End our week on a good note, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Let me go ahead and get rid of this real quick. All of this, all of this, all of this, all this, all this, all this. Okay. Go back into the workflow. Active workflow. I was able to get fuel this morning too, so submit that. All right. So we'll leave it on that page right there. But all right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. Let's do a recap of the week, shall we? So, sitting here getting ready for a 34. And, man, that last freaking load. All right, so recap for the week. Let's take a look at the loads that we've done for the week. All right, so I've done 3 loads, totaling, let's see here, let me do the math real quick. Calculator. So we got one that went from Atlanta, Georgia to McCalla, Alabama. 229 miles, plus one from Reform, Alabama to York, PA, so 1011.5, and then one going from Lansing, Michigan, York, PA, Lansing, Michigan, over to Mechanicsburg, PA, or I'm sorry, Mechanicsburg, PA over to Lansing, Michigan, which was 580 miles. 0.5 plus 580 miles. All right, that gives me a grand total from Monday to Friday. That gives me a grand total of 1,820.5 miles. All right, take that times 0.45. Wait a minute. Equals times 0.45. All right. So that gives me $819 and 23 cents, and then you got to factor in. So I've got. So let's see. Workflow. I don't know what I'm getting for hours. So let's take a look at the hours real quick. All right. Okay. So I got 300 and so what am I? So 819. Let's make sure that we get here. Okay. Let's go back to that. All right. So we got 300 and no, that's not what I'm doing. How many hours do I have on duty hours? So on duty, not driving. So that's 6 hours right there. So 6 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4.5. So 4 point, let's say 4.5. So let's do 4 plus and I'll count the half here in just a minute. Plus 3. Okay. So that gives me 19 hours times $10 an hour. That's $190 plus the half hour, so plus $50. No, plus $5. Plus $5 equals $195, and then add on the $819, so plus $195 equals $1,014. Now they're going to take out their taxes and all that stuff, so I'm probably going to end up with like $800. 3 loads, I mean, it ain't bad. It ain't great, but it ain't bad either. But the first load, let's talk about the first load for just a second here. So the first load we picked up on the 7th. No. Yeah, we picked up on the 7th. So okay, so actually I need to do that too. I forgot about that. Today's the 11th, right? So I need to add new load. Empty trailer number TA161876, right? 876, yep. And we're going to set it for the Sunday the 13th. So create. Okay. So what we've got here is the first load was going from, what I say it was, so the first load went from Atlanta to McCalla, Alabama. That one went off without a hitch. But it's when I went from McCalla over to Reform, that one right there set me back a day. And that's the reason I only got I didn't get that many hours on the first day and that many miles. I forgot to count the deadhead miles too in there. But anyways, all right, so excuse me. But anyways, so that one kind of set me back a little bit. The one that was going from Reform to York, PA, it set me back a day, because the day that I went there, which was on the 7th, it wasn't ready when I got there. So And since it wasn't ready when I got there, I had to wait a day. Which I wasn't very happy about that, but it is what it is, right? Alright, and then we went from Reform, Alabama, or York, PA, over to Mechanicsburg, picked up this last load, and went over to, came over to Lansing, Michigan. Now, what's so messed up about this is that when I get to Lansing, it's one big giant shit show over here. Like, the load, I'm delivering the load. Like, I'm delivering the load. Yeah, so like I'm delivering the load, but it's like I can be on time, but they can't be on time. Like, I got there, the appointment was at 6 a.m. I got there at 5. I sat there all fucking day. And when I get a case of the ass, I get a slight talking to by my driver leader. But it's like I get a case of the ass with the customer because they're not doing their fucking jobs. Do their goddamn job. Like, I ain't got the hours to sit there and play all day. You know what? I've spent 8 hours sitting there. 8 hours today sitting there. And I'm not very happy about it. So, I don't know, guys. I'm wore out. I really am. Really am wore out. I think that I need to get out of this business, period, because I don't have the patience for it. That's one thing. I got the patience for some stuff, but the ignorance, I ain't got the patience for the ignorance. So, Schneider can say whatever the hell they want, but whoever's behind the cubicle up there, they're not out here. They're not doing this job. So, I mean, they probably did do this job. And I know my driver leader did this job for 4 years. And I'm telling you right now, I know she had the same problems out here, so she understands. But it's the other people up higher that have no fucking clue what to do and what they're doing. They have no clue. Like, the people in customer service, they have no freaking clue. You can escalate the customer service all you want. It's not going to make that shipper or that receiver go any faster. It's not. Putting a foot in their backside, that might, get them to move a little bit, but probably not that either. Even though when I went in there and got the phone number and actually chewed on that, I didn't want to chew on anybody. And I wasn't yelling, per se, but I was talking in a very stern voice. And I was not going to let that person walk all over me. It just wasn't going to happen. So, there's that. I'm not going to let somebody just walk all over me because, ooh, they're the shipper and receiver. They got all the power. Well, they may have all the power, but guess what? I'm the one that brings the load to them. So, there's that. I don't know, guys. I'm a little disgusted by the whole situation, but you can only do so much, right? As a company driver, you can only do so much out here. If I was leasing, if I was owner operator, I could take the truck and go where I wanted to go. Unfortunately, I don't have that option right now. So there's that. And as far as training goes, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to train. I don't have the patience for it. I mean, I got the patience for it. I just don't want to do it. I like my solitude. You know? I like being able to put my containers on the top shelf right there, on that top bunk right there, and have my stuff exactly where I know where it's at. I like that. I ain't got to answer to nobody but me when it comes to being in the truck. So, but anyways, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the week. I'm tired. I'm ready to get this 34 out of the way, because come Sunday morning, hopefully I got a load and we get on down the road. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hit the like button and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Let me know if you guys like the videos and all that good stuff. Comment in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. All right, I'm out.